Rebellious Minds.
Let the choir sing, please.
Need to keep your business off of Facebook.
Won't you tell them now?
You need to keep your business off of Facebook.
But they won't listen now.
You need to keep your business, oh Lord, keep your business. You need to keep your business off of Facebook.
How about this? Don't tell people about your family and relationship and then get mad when people talk about your family and relationship. You should just...
Keep it off of Facebook.
No, I'm serious. People can't have an opinion on your day-to-day if you don't show them every part of your day-to-day. Simply.
Keep it off of Facebook.
So if we're gonna learn something today, my brothers and sisters, if there's one thing I want you to leave this episode with, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and bitches, is if you don't want people all in your goddamn business,
You need to keep it off of Facebook. Oh yeah, keep it off of Facebook. You need to keep your business off of Facebook.
welcome back. You guys made it to another one. You know what I want to talk about today? Lies. I want to talk about lies today. And not just surface regular lies.
How many lies are
I
there?
just want to talk kind of like about the relationship that people have
People dating lies now?
with lies. Because people lie a lot, man. Like shit. The reason I'm talking about this is because my beautiful family robbed me of $20, right? And they trying to act like I'm crazy. Because that's what they do, you know? That's what they do.
That's how they
They
get
try
you.
to make you think that you're crazy.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
I had $40, two 20s wrapped up close together like I thought this family was, right? And I go use it for what it was intended to be used for, and there's $20 there. Now, I know it had a specific job, so I wouldn't spend it. 2, I've been home all weekend. I didn't even have an opportunity to spend it.
And
3,
C.
it wasn't my damn money, so I know for a fact that I didn't, would've, or couldn't spend
Woulda,
it.
coulda, shoulda,
Now,
never spend the money.
The fact that there's only $20 there says to me that the culprit thought he might miss the whole 40 because there were like $3 or $4 in there too. So they just probably, you know how people do, they go straight to the back where the big bills are. And this bills wasn't even sitting how it is. Like, you know, all the other bills in the damn wallet are... Who gives a shit? Listen to me here, man. The point is, I went to the 3-year-old, the little kid, who always touches shit. And I was like, hey, sweetie, did you take daddy's money out of his wallet? And she was like,
Of course not, Daddy.
You sure?
Absolutely not.
And listen, had you seen her face, you would have believed her too. And I know her. She snitches on herself all the time. So had she took it, she would have came to me like, ooh, look at what I found, Daddy. And she would have gave me my money back at least.
Oh, my little sweetie.
So I knew it wasn't her, alright? So I went to the teenager, or the preteen, or whatever the hell he
Little
is.
white nigga.
The criminal, the suspect, who, side note, I think might be jerking off in my shower. But that's another topic for another
Okay, we
day.
get to it no time.
I said to him, hey, young man, by chance, have you used up a bottle of soap in the shower? Did you take $20 out of my wallet? He was like,
No, of course not. You're a strong black male figure.
in my life. I thought he said nigga. I had to listen twice. Needless to say, I believed him less than I believed the 3-year-old.
White guy.
And then I had one more culprit left.
The woman.
The dog. No, I'm playing. I went to my wonderful, beautiful, the woman of the house. Insert all the cliche things that the women don't live up to, but they get the same credit for. Yeah, that person. I was like, honey, my love, my sweet, my pearl. Did you take $20 up out of my wallet, woman? And of course, she said,
No,
No, I'm just playing. She responded like you would assume a woman would.
No, honey, I didn't take your money. And isn't it our money?
Our money. Our money.
Well, that's what she said.
So I sat for a little bit. And I decided to get ridiculous, right? So
we go.
she was in the bathroom taking a piss, right? So I come in. And you know how women sit on the bathroom, sometimes they have their legs open, so there's that little hole in the middle?
Nigga, what you do?
So I just whip it out.
Whip it out.
And I go and I start pissing in the little hole. And she's like, what
What the fuck are you doing,
And I go, well, this is our bathroom, honey.
You're so dumb.
And she's like, that is the stupidest thing I ever heard. I was like, exactly. Where my fucking money at?
And I always say, if you come from a place of love, you really can't go wrong. But at the same time, my God, if you're 3 years old and you're saying you're feeling a certain way, or you think you're a boy or a girl, whatever the case may be, I could just think it's dangerous as a parent to make that determination. Then, okay, well then you're going to be a boy or a girl, whatever the case may be, and it's sort of alarming. And my gosh, I just think about the repercussions later on.
Alright, I'm gonna say this.
Oh, shit.
I hope y'all know where y'all at.
Oh, shit.
I hope y'all know how I sound. If this is your first episode, maybe you should go listen back to a few others. Shit, if you made it this far, you can clearly see how I operate.
Man.
And it's basically on the truth. He ended that by saying that he's worried about the repercussions later
Me too.
on.
You finna get us canceled, bro.
You see, people live in such a fucking microwave right now world that they don't realize that there's a future or there's a possibility of a future.
Okay.
And as we all know, growing up, you're an idiot as a kid growing up because you don't have any experience. You don't have anything that shows you the right way. Other people's example of the right way is not your right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're options and they're guidelines, but they're not for you. You don't truly learn what's for you until after you learn a few of what's not for you. So any conversation that starts with letting a person who can't even add tell you what they want to be forever is a stupid person listening to another stupid person. And when you get to talking about people's kids, the fucking brain shuts off and it's, oh, you're not going to talk bad about my kid. Yo, if your kid's 3, it's a fucking idiot. It doesn't know anything. It can't know anything. So how are you allowing, I don't mean idiot on this, fuck you, I mean idiot. You can't allow it to make its own decisions. It doesn't even know what life is yet.
That's what you meant.
If your fucking kid went and said, yo, I want to be
fucking
Peter
kid.
Parker from now on and Spider-Man, I'm pretty sure these families and these people will not do everything needed to assure that their kid is Spider-Man. They're not going to allow the kid to put little sticky shit on their hand and climb buildings. They're not going to allow them to dress a certain way. Like, they're just not going to allow the shit that comes with that shit. But you know
down.
why they allow this
Here
shit?
we go.
Because this is the new shit.
What you mean?
Supporting transgender, homophobia, against
easy.
racism, uplifting women. All these are key points that people use nowadays just to get by. Because that's literally what it is. You got to use it to get by. If you're not supporting all these things, you're not getting by. You can't even live your truth. Your truth needs to be woven into what people will accept in order for them to accept it. I'm sorry, man. Having a 3-year-old or having a kid determine its gender is very stupid. And anyone who allows that is a terrible parent, It's not a parent to give your kids what they want or what they think they want. It's your job as a parent to, one, protect them and help them along the road of figuring out what they want. A fucking 3-year-old doesn't know shit about what it wants. Some of them can't even not piss and shit in the bed. I'm sorry, man. This shit is ridiculous. And I'm not as big as Mario, so ain't gonna be no apologies from me. But he has to apologize for speaking his truth and the truth. If you take these types of decision making in any other avenue, they won't allow a fucking kid to do it. You can't even drink till you 21. So they're clearly telling you there's certain things you need to be of age and have a developed mind in order to be able to withstand. But something as large and serious and massive as who you identify as or who you want to live your life as is something that they're also saying can be made as soon as 3. The kids can't even talk as straight. My 3-year-old just did some ad-libs, as you probably heard earlier on in the episode. And she didn't go, well, Daddy, you know what I think will sound good if you put it right here? Maybe if I said, hey, can you say absolutely not? And because she said absolutely not, she said it. You cannot tell me that you're allowing kids to run their own lives at 3 and 4, yo. People who are allowing that are terrible parents, yo. And on the flip side, you have the terrible parents who want to force their kid and make their kid do all the things they want to do or what they didn't want to do. The problem comes with the balance, right? Because doing and telling your kid what they need to do based on the fact that you failed and you've seen others fail is a good thing to do. But the issue with that is you're not allowing your kid to be themselves. You understand what I'm saying? It goes back. I just said it. You have to allow them to live and to fail. Your job is supposed to be to guide them, to help them. I always use this analogy as we as parents and parents should be the guardrail. Like, you know, on the highway, you have that guardrail. Like, it's to keep you from going over the cliff or going over into the ocean. It's not to block the ocean and not let you see the oceans there. Like, you still need to be mindful of how to operate because there is an ocean and a cliff there. But in case something happens, I want to at least be able to help you before you go off the cliff. Well, I'll help you to not go off the cliff. That is a parent, yo. And it's apparent that these motherfuckers don't want to be that. They just want to be their kids' friends. Wherever their kids say, oh, I want this. Okay, you can have it. Oh, I want to be this. Oh, you can do it. These punk-ass parents are raising these punk-ass confused kids, and then now a person who doesn't agree with that has to now bow down and apologize because we're allowing the world to be run by a bunch of punk-ass motherfuckers, yo. And I don't mean that in some manly, masculine, misogyny. I don't mean that stupid shit. I mean it on an honest human level, yo. If me and you are our own beings, you're responsible for you and I'm responsible for me. Now, if I'm trickling over into your area, it's your responsibility to be like, hey, one, if you're going to be over here, this is how it's going to be over here, or don't be over here. I can't come over there and then tell you how to change how over here is. And that's what people do, man. If you say, oh, no, that's wrong, people want to force you to believe it's right. They can't explain to you why it's right. They just want you to stop saying what you're saying and adapt what it is they want you to say. And then you have motherfuckers who, like Mario, who want to continue to work and continue to have a career and all these things. So he acquiesces and he goes, well, you know, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. It was dangerous. It was problematic. He didn't. I saw somebody say his apology wasn't sincere and it just sounds like someone who's just making an apology. Yeah. He said what he said because he believed it. He's only saying this because y'all are making him. You know, like, and that's people's problem, man. Y'all are not fixing people. Y'all are pushing some people underground and you're making some people hide and you're making some... It goes back to the lies. People just wanna and rather believe the lies. Believing that what he said is wrong allows you to function in this new digital space. You can tweet that he's an idiot and get retweets and follows. You can make little videos about how he ain't shit. You can write little think pieces. Shit, you could be a nigga like me and make a whole podcast about it on a segment. But people want you to lie to live, yo. If you're gonna live here, you're gonna lie here. And they want you to lie to whatever it is that they want you to lie at the moment. This shit is so annoying that because I'm trying to watch my words at the same time because of the topic. These are hot topics that you can't speak on. And when you can't speak on something, you can't understand it. And when you can't understand something, you're liable to keep fucking up at it. And that's why you have people who are not respecting how other people feel because they don't know how you feel because you don't feel. You're fucking just telling me shit that other people have said or other people decided. You're not telling me how you feel. You're not telling me what you want. And I'm sorry, if you're a 3-year-old telling me you want to be a dude and you're a kid, I'm not going to listen to you. My daughter, I ask her if she's a girl or boy, and she says, I'm just Adri. And the reason I support that is because, yes, girl, you're young. You don't even know what it means to be these different specific genders and all the responsibilities that these people are throwing up against your shoulders all because you're this gender. You know, all the shit you gotta live up to and what is gonna come with being a woman, and you don't even know what that means. So yes, right now you're not a woman, you're not a boy, you're just Adri, and I want you to just be Adri as long as you can. And then when you are old enough and have lived enough, long enough to decide, all right, daddy, mom, you know, I was born a woman and all that, but I've always identified as a man, and I just was thinking, you know what, honey, ain't no problem, my nigga. Whatever it is, I love you. Let's get this done. You want us to go get some bitches? What do you want? You want me to call you Adrian instead of Adri? Like, how far are we going with this? Because I trust you in the decision making that you're making, and you're just trying to make yourself happy. Or you're trying to figure it out, and I'm here to help you figure it out. But I'm not here for you to tell me what it is, and you don't even know what it is, yo. So stop letting your fucking kids be their own parents. Stop trying to be your kid's friend. You can be your kid's friend when they're at an age that they can be your friend. If you fucking 35, how much 3-year-old friends do you got? How much 5-year-old friends do you hang out with, you little freak? But if your kid's 16, 17, 18, 21, them type of shit, you can go, you know what? I could fuck with my son or my daughter, whatever she is, he is at this point. Because there's somebody old enough that you can actually fuck with. Whatever, man. All I'm saying is people need to stop weaponizing ignorance. It's hard to know if when you don't know, you get your ass whipped and handed to you and canceled for not knowing. Then there's no reason for you to ever try to want to know.
Wrap it up, B.
All I'm doing is just upsetting the stupid and fucking preaching to the choir, man. So in closing, I don't like that this happened to Slater. Where the fuck is Jessie? You know what? Ever since Jessie showed her tits in that movie Showgirls back in the day, everything went to shit after. Fucking Slater's in trouble, Zach can't keep a TV show, fucking Lisa's white now, Screech is doing porn. Hey, where the fuck is Mr. Belding?
Hey, what is going on here?
Now let's kick it back on over to
Rebel.
for our 5-day weather forecast.
Hot outside. Man, it's so motherfucking hot outside. How hot? 900 degrees. Tell a nigga, please. Man, it's so motherfucking hot outside. It's so motherfucking hot outside. It's so motherfucking hot outside. What you say? It's so motherfucking hot outside. They're like, Rebel, where you going? I'm like, not outside. Cause honestly, man, I don't even know you got outside.
Okay, we have confirmation that this is the end of the world. So we'll go once more to our 5-day forecast, which is now our 1-day forecast, and that will about wrap it up. Back to you.
Wait. Adri, you're not gonna help me close the show out like you always do?
No, thank you, Daddy. I'm good.
Rebellious Minds.